Hi boys and girls, it's Marci Chavalas and it's story time. Today's story is called This Little Trailblazer, a Girl Power Primer by Joan Holub and Daniel Roode. So excited to be reading this story. Let's take a look. Little trailblazers cause great big changes. I know we're going to be reading about some trailblazers. Those are people that are the first, people that go first and show us the way. So we're going to be reading about some really awesome ladies that help pave the way for the rest of us ladies. Their stories will be inspiring for everyone, boys and girls who want to learn about some really cool women. Let's grow. This Little Trailblazer is an AR book for you AR readers. It's quiz number 197871. It's level 4.6 and it's worth half a point. Paving the way to a future that's bright, helping the world with their skills, smarts, and might. Little trailblazers cause great big changes. I love that it focuses on these awesome women's skills, how smart they were, and how mighty they were. It's really cool to hear about these inspiring women. This little trailblazer helped think of a way to do math with machines called computers today. Ada Lovelace. I didn't know that she helped us with computers. Man, let's learn some more. Ada Lovelace wrote one of the first computer programs. The U.S. government later named a computer language Ada in her honor. That is awesome. I've never seen a computer that looks like this. How about you? Nope. Well, this is cool. Ada was a trailblazer showing us how to get started with our computers. The next person we're going to read about is Florence Nightingale. This little trailblazer had the courage and skill to organize hospitals and care for the ill. Florence Nightingale began the first professional school for nurses. She was nicknamed the Lady with the Lamp. Wow. Organizing hospitals and taking care of the sick, maybe that's something you might do when you grow up. She's got to have a lot of compassion and a lot of skills and brain power to be able to do this job. The next lady is Coco Chanel. This little trailblazer became a millionaire by designing simpler clothes for women to wear. Coco Chanel disliked the tight dresses of the early 1900s. She created comfortable styles that women still love today. Hats off to this trailblazer. I love reading about these women. I can't wait to read another one. Maybe this is one that you already know. Have you seen her before in your readings? Her name is Rosa Parks. This little trailblazer caused a big fuss by not giving up her seat on the bus. Rosa Parks' bravery helped change an unfair rule that African Americans could not sit by Caucasians on the bus. Way to go, Rosa Parks. Maria Tallchief. This little trailblazer practiced hard at the bar. In the Firebird Ballet, she soared like a star. Maria Tallchief was the first prima ballerina of the New York City Ballet and the first world-famous Native American ballerina. Way to go, Maria! Wilma Rudolph. This little trailblazer could run, jump, and throw. When she hit the track, crowds cheered, "Go, Wilma, go!" Wilma Rudolph wore a leg brace as a girl. Yet she became the first American woman to win 3 Olympic gold medals in track and field. That is really, really cool. So maybe you're a child that has a leg brace like she used to have, something to help straighten her leg. Does that mean that it will be hard for you to run? Maybe at that time, but if you keep on practicing, keep on working hard like Wilma did, maybe you could go to the Olympics and win medals like she did. Sonia Sotomayor. This little trailblazer can settle a fight about whether a law is wrong or is right. Sonia Sotomayor is the first Latina judge and third woman to serve on the Supreme Court of the United States. That's the highest court in our country. You have to become a lawyer and then a judge, and then you get to become one of these very, very special judges. That's a big honor. Way to go, Sonia. Ruby Bridges. This little trailblazer marched to first grade and changed every school with each step she made. Ruby Bridges was the first African American child at her school and helped change things so kids of all colors now learn together. That's really awesome. I love being able to learn from my friends from all different ethnic groups, and I'm sure you do too. I'm so glad that Ruby was brave enough and she had the support of her family and friends and God to help her. Way to go, Ruby. Maya Lin. This little trailblazer designed a V-shaped wall carved with heroes' names that's beloved by all. Maya Lin is the architect and sculptor who created the popular Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. Maybe you can be creative like Maya and do some really cool things. This cool thing that she did really helped honor people who served in our war. Here's a new trailblazer. This is Malala Yousafzai. This little trailblazer helps girls everywhere to be treated in ways that are kind and fair. Malala Yousafzai wants all children to be free to go to school. She is the youngest person to win the Nobel Peace Prize. That is really cool. Computers, lawmaking, designing, ballet. How will you change the world someday? Here's some more really cool women. Let's go look at them. We've got Joan of Arc, a teenage girl who led the French army to fight England in the 1400s. Elizabeth Cady Stanton, the first woman to run for Congress, co-organizer of the first U.S. Women's Rights Convention. Harriet Tubman, a former slave who led other slaves to freedom on the Underground Railroad. Elizabeth Blackwell. This doctor was the first woman in the U.S. to earn a medical degree. Juliette Gordon Low. She became the first Girl Scout troop in the U.S. to teach girls leadership skills. Nellie Bly, one of the first undercover news reporters. She wrote about poor people's problems. Bessie Coleman, the first African American woman to get a pilot's license to fly airplanes. Lucille Ball, a superstar actress who was the first woman to run a major TV studio. Indira Gandhi, the first female Prime Minister of India. Frida Kahlo, one of Mexico's great artists. She is famous for painting pictures of herself. Ella Fitzgerald. This jazz singer was the first African American woman to win a Grammy Award. Hillary Clinton, the first woman to run for president of the United States with a major political party. What cool things could you do? Probably something really awesome. Well, that's the end of the story, boys and girls. I am so glad that you read along with me. Until next time, see you later. Bye-bye. Don't forget, if you like this story, click the like button. And if you want to hear more stories like this, click the subscribe button below.